TBTL. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Hey Dummies. I'm Andrew. I will be one of your dummies today. I'm here joined by a dummy I just recruited named Genevieve. Genevieve, you seem so much shorter than me at this angle. You're not really that much shorter than me.
I'm really a lot shorter than you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm only 5'4". I'm almost a whole foot shorter than you.
Is this the first time we've ever taken a picture together? We also have another person joining us today. Not really so much a person as a, can we get this on? Hey, Bingo.
Bingo.
Do you want to say hello? We're taking Bingo on a little walk as we answer this Hey Dummies question from a listener. Bingo, this is his second walk of the day. He's been, there he is. Hey, Bingo.
Get to go on 2 walks.
Yeah, he just wants to be on the ground, I think. But our question today is animal related, and it comes from listener Judy. I'm going to paraphrase here because I don't have it directly in front of me. But last week in the newsletter, we shared a video of a man feeding hundreds and hundreds of ducks. It was one of the most bizarre things I've seen online, and I've seen some stuff. And Judy wrote in after that and said, oh, inspired by that video, what is the strangest or weirdest or most interesting animal you've ever fed by hand? And so I've been thinking about that. Now, the truth is, the more I think about this, the more I realize I'm scared of all animals. Because I was like, well, one time I fed ducks. Well, not one time. Growing up, we had ducks. And sometimes we would feed them bread from our hands. And that's kind of scary. You ever feed a duck?
Yes.
They go, cack, cack. And yeah. they grab it really fast, and you think that you're going to, like, pull back a stump, as you like to say.
Right.
So are you scared when you feed ducks?
No. They can't really do a lot of damage. My sister got bit once on the ass by a goose.
Really?
She'll probably watch this.
Was she chased by it? Those things can get nasty.
They can get nasty, yeah. And she was real little. I don't remember the exact order of events, but she got bitten.
Can you think of an animal that you fed by hand that would be weirder? Like, I assume that we've all fed horses probably at some point, right? I grew up in the country. I'm sure I fed a horse before, but I'm sure it scared the hell out of me.
Well, you were reminding me of a time when, not that a horse is a weird animal, because they're pretty common to have interactions with horses, but you were reminding me of a time when we lived in New Hampshire and we went out to visit somebody who lived in a pretty rural place, and there was a horse on the property. We went out to visit with it, and I'm very comfortable with horses and probably have a lot of unearned confidence in general, and I forgot the rule that you're supposed to keep your hand flat so that the horse can be like, Bingo doesn't want to come with you, so that you can be like,
Bingo's over there.
So they can eat right off of the hand, and I let my hand curl up, and it, not maliciously, but it did like clamp down its mouth on my hand. But you're so nervous.
I was pretty nervous around that horse.
Probably 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
You were so clearly nervous about the whole thing that I was just like, I didn't want to spook you. I was not worried about spooking the horse. I was worried about spooking you. So I just was like, everything's fine. I can't get my hand out of the horse's mouth right now, but everything is going fine.
How long was it in there?
I mean, probably less than 10 seconds, and it was, it was like in there, but it wasn't trying to like bite my hand off.
Yeah.
So I just sort of waited until it like relaxed, and then I took my hand away.
And
but
then,
it did hurt.
And then I believe it was in the car ride home that you said, by the way,
that's right.
My hand was in that horse's mouth for a long period of time. I was like, why didn't you? I started freaking out. And you're like, why didn't you tell me? And you said, well, I didn't tell you because I knew you would freak out.
I didn't think it would improve the situation for you to know, I think.
Yeah, I do remember that was probably the last time I was that close to a horse.
Really? 20 years ago?
When's the last time you were close to a horse?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's not that weird, not that uncommon to be around a horse.
I'm really disappointed in my camera work today, guys. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm not around horses that often.
I've had some alpacas.
Oh, yeah.
Within the last 5 or 6 years.
Was that at a festival or something?
No, it was at a friend's bachelorette party. What she did for her bachelorette was we went over to, I think, Whidbey Island off the coast here. And there's an alpaca farm that you can go to and like interact with them and like learn about them.
Do you feed them?
Yes, we definitely fed them.
Is that the most interesting animal you fed?
They're pretty interesting. It was really fun.
Did you ever hold a snake?
Yes, I've held a snake. It's probably been many years since I've held a snake.
Yeah, I would never hold a snake.
You would never hold even a non-poisonous snake?
No, I never want to hold a snake.
As long as I know it's not poisonous, I have no I have no phobias about snakes. Now, if I'm out hiking and I see a snake, I give it a wide berth because I don't know a poisonous snake from a non-poisonous
Yeah,
snake.
no, I'm not doing that. Deer scare me now too. Remember
Jesus.
that time we were out on the coast, the Washington coast? This is like a long time ago too, and we were cooking out. Right, it was somebody's cabin, I think, and we were grilling, and then these three deer, right, like
Mm-hmm.
two adult and one baby deer came in, and when you see an animal like that big with those black glassy
They
eyes,
do
like
have big black eyes.
it was very unnerving, and I was like, any of these animals could hurt me if they decided to, or had like
It'd be
a.
pretty weird if a deer decided to. I had a really special experience with a mule deer in the Grand Canyon. You know, I hiked in that like we
Oh
went to the
yeah.
Grand Canyon. This was during COVID, so we were. It was the middle of winter during COVID, and it was our anniversary trip. But it was kind of a weird time to be there because it was just there were very very few people
Mm-hmm.
relative to the size of the Grand Canyon, which is famously grand.
Yeah.
And I sort of set this challenge for myself to hike down I think it's called the Bright Angel Trail, to at least get to the floor of the canyon and then get back out, which is it's a bit of a hike. You know, like it's a day long hike, and
Mm-hmm.
in the back half is the harder half. So
I believe I was in the lodge reading a book about submarines.
yes, you read a book about submarines, and I hiked down and got to the bottom, and there's like a little some little gardens and things down there, and I sat and had my lunch that I'd packed, and this mule deer, I'd seen them kind of around, but it just came right up to me and like quietly ate its food while I was eating my food, and it was really a special moment.
That's very sweet. Did you give them any of your food?
I didn't. I didn't think like sandwich was what deer should be eating.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of animal, I got this.
Oh, he's gone
little-
under the
Oh
deck.
no,
Look at
Bingo's
this.
under the deck. Can we see you under there? This is gonna be some real bad camera work. Are you under there, buddy?
Buddy, you
Oh
gotta come
no,
out.
we're never gonna get him out.
Buddy, you gotta come out.
All
now.
right,
Come on.
I think we got to leave it there. We got a cat
I know
lost
he does not want to come
under
out.
the
This
deck.
is what he does. He's like he plants his feet.
All right.
Digs in.
We're going to wrap
Oh,
up the
buddy.
video here. Sorry if the camera work was bad. I can't really see what I'm capturing. It's very bright out here. But that was a fun question from listener Judy. Thanks for sending it in. If you guys want to send us any more questions, email me, andrew@tbtl.net. We could really use more questions. Put Hey Dummies in the subject line, andrew@tbtl.net. Bye, everybody.